Hey everyone, welcome back to your favorite pirate crew. Today we are going to go uncover the real name of the gomu fruit. If you would like to see more about One Piece in our channel, please leave your thumbs up and subscribe to join our pirate crew. Recently in the One Piece manga we learned about the existence of legendary devil fruits in which the world government chose to keep its real name hidden, thus naming it with a new name. We don't know how strong the power of a legendary fruit is, but just the existence of a legendary fruit gives the possibility that there are many others scattered around the world. One of these fruits can even be the gomu no Mi. In today's video we will talk about the real power of the gomu no Mi. What would be its real power behind a fruit that is initially known as the rubber fruit but hides a great secret behind its existence. Guys, the origin of devil fruits is not known, much less the origin of the gomu no Mi, but there are several points that indicate that it may be a legendary fruit, starting with the fact that it was being protected by the world government. And they weren't really just guarding that fruit but protecting it, so that no one could have it. Who's Who that was part of the Cypher Paul 9 group received the order to protect that fruit, but after failing in this mission he lost his title and was arrested. Something that is very strange, unless the gomu no Mi is not just a simple paramecia that gives the ability to turn the user's body into a rubber, otherwise there would be no reason for Who's Who to be punished for just losing the fruit. But what if the gomu no Mi wasn't a rubber fruit? There is a possibility that it is actually a legendary fruit that gives Luffy a different power than he imagines, and in this video we will talk about possible powers that this fruit can have. The first would be the possibility of Luffy having the power to manipulate molecules. That's what would have allowed him to manipulate his body as if it were rubber. To understand this possibility, let's talk about the power of the gomu no Mi. The rubber fruit apparently allows the user's body to fully transform into rubber, being able to stretch at will. So if the fruit actually had the power to manipulate molecules, it would also allow him to stretch, as he could manipulate the molecules in his body to turn into a rubber. Another proof that can confirm this possibility is Luffy's transformations with his Gear 4th technique. He manages to make his body take on a very different shape from its original look, getting bigger or wider while transformed. He has several characteristics different from his standard form. This could be because of the alteration of the molecules in his body, which would allow him to further modify his appearance. Perhaps while the fruit is not awakened, it has a limitation, being able to only modify its body, as the manipulation of molecules has many more techniques, even achieving the ability to destroy kingdoms easily. This may be one of the main reasons why the world government chose to leave the gomu no Mi under its protection, because with the incredible power of this fruit's awakening, the user would be capable of great achievements. In addition, the world government knows very well how the gomu no Mi works, as it was possibly through it that they managed to erase traces of the Great Kingdom and the Lost Century. Joy Boy's existence was also erased, among several other secrets they had hidden for years. The former owner of the gomu no Mi could be a marine or even an ally of world government who ended up losing his life after managing to modify the molecules of the Great Kingdom, along with everything that was erased in the past, completely erasing all existences. Only those who were present at the scene know what really happened, but after the previous wielder of the gomu lost his life, the Marines spent years looking for the fruit. That is until they finally found it, and so they could use it in the future if any realm became as dangerous as the Great Realm. So they could use the fruit again, but Shanks and his crew managed to get the fruit from them. This then prevented world government from being able to erase someone's existence again, but now this hidden power is inside Luffy. A power so great that even he doesn't imagine he carries. But only in his awakening will he be able to demonstrate just how great the power of manipulation is, a power never seen before, a power that the world government tried to keep a secret in the hope that no one could find out since the past. And so in an attempt to hide the true power of this fruit, they would have changed its name to its base power, the rubber fruit. Now let's talk about a second possibility about the real name of the gomu no Mi and what incredible power she can really possess with her awakening. A legendary power that forced the world government to keep his true name hidden so that no one would know what this fruit had done in the past. Luffy may actually possess the fruit of a legendary deity that actually appears and is referenced by many popular anime, and we'll talk about him soon. There is a Japanese folklore that became one of the main references in the creation of the Wano arc, in which Momotaro, a very powerful swordsman along with a dog, a pheasant, and a monkey were able to defeat an Oni. Many fans indicate that Momotaro makes reference to Momonosuke, who is the one who has the objective of saving his kingdom from the hands of Kaido and Orokai, so he would have an obligation to defeat Kaido, thus freeing Wano. As said before, Kaido would be the Oni that causes great destruction wherever he goes, being feared by many for his great power. He was already mentioned as Oni by the author, and in One Piece, Kaido is Momonosuke's personal enemy, so we see that at some point they will face each other. In addition to that, they both have a similar fruit, the dragon fruit. Although Momonosuke's fruit is artificial, an artificial fruit that allows him to transform into a dragon like Kaido. However, his artificial power can still be close to Kaido's, even managing to possess his incredible abilities, allowing him to fight Kaido. But as we know, Momonosuke doesn't have enough strength, so he would have the help of 3 people and finally they would be able to defeat him. In the tale it says that a dog, pheasant, and a monkey help Momotaro defeat the Oni. And during the Wano arc we see characters who have similar powers to these animals, so together with Momonosuke they can help the little samurai defeat Kaido. The dog can be represented by the powers of Yamato's fruit. After all, we know that Yamato has the Inu Inu no Mi, the fruit that represents dogs, and Yamato's power is the power of a legendary wolf, being a wolf in which he is considered the guardian deity of the country of Wano. Even though Yamato has a blood bond with Kaido, we know that Yamato considers Kaido an enemy. Besides having already proven himself several times to be on Luffy's side, Yamato will definitely help them defeat the Emperor. The wolf, as I mentioned, is part of the dog devil fruit group, so this fruit can refer to this animal from the tale. Yamato has already opposed several times against the leader of the beast pirates, Kaido, even fighting directly against him, so Yamato can indeed be part of the legend in One Piece. Another animal that helped Momotaro in folklore is the pheasant, so in this case he would be represented in the anime as Marco. After all, Marco has the powers of the Phoenix. Marco currently allied with the Straw Hats to defeat Kaido and his pirates. During the Battle of Wano, Marco is helping the Mugiwaras a lot, helping them in various situations so that they can achieve victory. So at some point he can cooperate to fight Kaido directly, allowing them to defeat him. And even if he doesn't participate in that battle, he's still fighting to protect Wano. And then, we already have the representation of 2 of the animals of the legend, as we perceive the characters that symbolize the animals being Yamato and Marco, who have a Zoan-type devil fruit, being able to transform into the fruit animal. And many fans of the One Piece manga say that Luffy then, because of his surname, would also be a representative, and we know that he is the one who is facing Kaido and trying to beat the Emperor. Up until this point this is a theory very well known by fans, but it can go further. It may not be related to Luffy's name, but to the devil fruit. After all, Yamato and Marco would be part of the legend because of their devil fruits that represent legends. In that case then, Luffy would also have the power of a legend, of a deity. He would have the power of Sun Wukong. Luffy's fruit may be related to him, because Sun Wukong has a large staff that stretches infinitely, similar to Luffy's powers. This could be one of the powers that the fruit offers him, since Luffy has the same aspects as Sun Wukong's staff, so even having the power of a paramecia, Luffy would also have the power of a deity. An example of this is Marco's fruit, which has the mythical Phoenix fruit, in addition to Sengoku, who has the Buddha fruit, which is also mythical. Sun Wukong's fruit could very well be a mythical fruit, but it may have some points that can transform it to something even more legendary and feared by world government. The first point is that Sun Wukong is considered a deity. In the tales it is said that he has incredible combat skills, managing to defeat extremely strong enemies very easily. Because he is classified as a deity, the fruit can be much more powerful. Because even though Buddha is considered a deity, his powers pose no danger to world government, in addition to his powers being visible, so they would have no reason or wouldn't be able to hide the true power of that fruit just by changing its name. Sun Wukong was the one who destroyed the army of the gods, and we know that the world's nobles consider themselves the gods, which could mean that the former user of the fruit that now belongs to Luffy was the one who defeated them in the past. So Sun Wukong would be a deity who had his power in the fruit that was renamed as Gomu Gomu no Mi, which would actually be a legendary fruit that the world nobles have hidden the name for a long time. In addition, many fruits even considered weak are recognized by people experienced in the matter of knowledge about devil fruits, but Luffy's fruit is only recognized by the fact that Luffy made his fruit famous. So, because it is unknown to many, it may be a fruit never seen in generations, as it was hidden from the world for many years, so that its real existence would not cause confusion due to its incredible power. No one would know about this fruit except the crew of the Pirate King, who would have found out about it on the last island, and so Shanks learned about this story when he was reunited with them. But we still can't imagine what other powers this fruit could give Luffy, and what would be the power of his awakening that was mentioned by the world nobles. But we imagine that Luffy will gain incredible power, a huge increase in his abilities, a power that makes him strong enough to be feared by the world government. But now I want to know what your opinion is. Can Luffy's fruit really be a legendary fruit? Why was the world government keeping a simple fruit under great protection? What powers can the Gomu Gomu no Mi have after its awakening? Leave your opinion in the comment. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bells.